Hello, I'm Amy, a designer here at the Sanderson Design Group, and we are based in Denham, which is just outside of London, and this is where we house our amazing archive. Now, the archive dates back to the mid-19th century, so over 160 years ago, and it's an amazing source of inspiration that we can delve into, and that is what we have done for this latest collection for Sanderson, which is the Southwold Blue collection, which we have collaborated with our amazing partners FreeSpirit, and we've looked back into that amazing archive and we've picked out some of our iconic florals and really most treasured designs, and we've recoloured those into a fresh new palette of blue colourways, specifically our paint colour, which is Southwold Blue. Sanderson is really known for its blue colours, so I've got some of the colours here that we've kind of based around this palette. So this is the actual Southwold Blue paint, and then we've got our classic indigo interspersed with some sage, and then some forest green and gold highlights within the collection, which you'll find as well. So I'll go into the collection now, which is full of these lovely designs and florals. So I'm going to start off with one of our most iconic and well thought of designs, which is Rose and Peony, which is this one here, which first launched as wallpaper back in 1914. And it's one of our most loved designs here at Sanderson. Over the years, it's been produced in over 30 colourways throughout the century, and just with the changing times and things, it's just always stayed really true to Sanderson's heritage. So that's really lovely sort of mid-scale pattern, and then it's got the fresh green coming through in the leaves. Next one we've got is Pilmont Twile, which is this one here, which is based on a really lovely fresh ground, and the ink blues really pop on this one. It's beautiful chinoiserie design, which was reinterpreted from a 19th century toile design, again from our archive. And we've lifted the blues here for a deeper contrast against that ground. So it's a really lovely one to coordinate with the rest of the collection. Next one, we have got this one here, which is Chelsea. It's another really iconic design for Sanderson, and it's in this slightly larger scale for haberdashery. It's been around since 1957. It's got these really gorgeous large rose bouquets within the design, and this new colourway here just adds a contemporary twist to this classic design. And I think the blues in here are slightly brighter and can kind of be a centrepiece for one of your projects. Next up, we've got Summer Tree, which we have done in this brand new colourway, which is on a sage ground with brighter teal highlights and these sort of really grassy green tones. They've got this distressed texture within the motifs, and that sort of relates back to the Indian textiles from the 18th century, which this was interpreted from. And it's just a really lovely design that's filled with blooms, all originating from the stem that runs down the middle of the design, and it's a really nice piece to add to the collection. Next up, we have got Pear and Pomegranate in this smaller scale, which is from a 1930s fabric, which was designed by Hazel Ray Davey, and I think it's really lovely in this small scale here. And as I mentioned before, we've just brought that gold in as a highlight, and I think this watercolour feel to this one just adds a little bit of depth to the collection. So on this really lovely ink background, we've got Tournier. This originally was from a French block printed design in the mid-19th century, and we've just put this on this lovely rich ground, and then natural blooms with the fresh green as well within the leaves. Next up, we've got Hollyhocks. So again, this has been put together in this lovely fresh blue, Southwold Blue colourway on a really clean ground. This has become a Sanderson classic throughout the years. It was a design taken from a 1937 archive document, and it's just these really lovely clusters of hollyhocks brought together as an all-over design. Got another deep ground one here, which is Porcelain Garden, and I think the fresh green here is a really lovely contrast between the ground and this is filled with blossoms and birds and butterflies you'll find in there. It was inspired by an early 19th century hand-painted chinoiserie wallpaper. I think the fresh design here with this soft watercolour feel in a small scale is a really lovely addition as well. So that's the collection. I hope you really enjoyed having a look at it today, and we can't wait to see what you create with all these designs, so please let us know. Thank you.